Hi, let's start. Actually now, I want to now have the best YouTube video. And I want to have the best web coding video on YouTube. So, because I do a lot of research, I do a lot of prepare work. So I made this course, this level video. I hope now, if you now listen the video, if you check any issues, any problem, please let me know. I want for everyone, if you don't have coding knowledge, if you never learn computer, now you can use AI for coding. You can use the AI to do anything. That's what we call web coding. But actually, web coding is very hard. You cannot see any tutorial. A lot of video, YouTube video or TikTok, they say, oh, you can use AI to build one game, to build one website. I can tell you that's for toy, it's no problem. For showcase, that's no problem. Why? They can do very well. Because all the large language models, they do a lot of training based on the existing project or game. So if you ask to do something, the AI already learned. So that means you can make some toy, you can just play, that's fine. But you want to do one real project, even very simple project, maybe you got a problem. But I think still now web coding is working. That's why we need this channel, we need this course. If anyone can use web coding to do coding very well, I don't need this channel, I don't need this course. Right? Because everybody can use web coding to do coding very well. Why? I need to tell people how to do web coding. So that's why I said I want to have the best web coding video on YouTube. But I need your feedback. Now, if any problem, because our video is for anyone, no coding experience, no coding knowledge. I'll let you use AI, can do anything. That's our whole goal. Another thing I want to say now, our videos are live. What's live? The live video, that means real video. I always say now, you are in university, never do the fake project. If now your school, your teacher assign you some fake project, I'll suggest you tell your teacher, no, I don't want to do the fake project. I want to figure out project, that's a real project. What's a real project? The real project, that means once you finish the project, you can use the project for other things. Even you can make the income from the project. Even you can just share your source code on GitHub. Anyone can benefit from your source code. That's called real project. What's a fake project? Fake project doesn't mean after your assignment was finished, then you throw to the garbage. That's a fake project. Fake project, you can learn anything. That's why a lot of students from university, 4 years, learn coding. After university, cannot do anything because you never do one real project. You always do the fake project. That's another thing. Now, a lot of YouTube video, they teach you how to do coding. Actually, the most video that's a pre-recording video. What does it mean pre-recording? Because when they prepare the video, they spend a lot of time to test, to find the best part, then show you. But you didn't see any troubleshooting. You didn't see any problem. One tutorial, one demo. They spend maybe 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. They give you a video just 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Then you say, oh, that's wonderful, very good video. But from that video, you cannot learn anything. You just maybe get some knowledge, but you cannot get a skill. What's knowledge and what's skill? Knowledge doesn't mean you learn something, you just know something. Skill doesn't mean you can do something, you never do it. So I think our level video should do different. Show you something, troubleshooting skills, to let you not only learn knowledge, also learn the skill. Once you have skill, you can do anything. Also now, our video now, we'll use now web learning. So make all the knowledge very simple. You never need to worry about. We'll make the learning process much fun. Now, just like you watching some short video, like you look at some TikTok, You never you never feel boring. I mean, so now later now we'll have mobile app. We'll go daily video, short video. All the video make now just as now TikTok. All the video you'll see now. Just relax. Now you don't need to worry. You don't need to feel it boring. If you feel something boring, also for my live video, if you feel my live video is boring, please let me know. Let me know so I can change the style, change how to do the video. Okay. Now let's start. I think now I already tell people never do any fake project. But when we do the YouTube video, when we do some course, I don't want to do any fake project. Ask you to learn. I want to do one real project. The real project doesn't mean once you learn the real project, you know how to do one real project for troubleshooting, for web learning, which knowledge you need. The most important thing is that's a real project. Once you learn, you can use it maybe for your whole life. Maybe you use it for your company, use it for your family. That's it now. You not only learn knowledge, you learn one very useful tools. So that's why we'll use one real project from day one, from step one, to get you from zero knowledge. Then after some time, then you not only can do the same project, also you can use the same project to get income, to do more things. That's now our video. I think now we have now several sections now for the ComfyUI workflow. I think most if you have not seen my video, you understand my logic. But if you not see it, but it doesn't matter. From today, we'll let you work as one professional. Because we are saying now for zero knowledge, zero coding experience, but I still want you looks like X1 expert. Because why? Today we have AI. Everybody, if you can use AI well, you can say you are one expert. So even we are zero knowledge, I still tell you how you can be one expert with AI. Okay, now let me share my screen. Let's show what's the real project we will do. Before now, we have several sections discussing now ComfyUI workflow, now all the ideas, but maybe you still not understand. Today I'm putting everything together. Let me show you. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, I think now you already now see my screen. Thus, I put everything together today. I created one new project that's called X ComfyUI extension. So why called X? I think that's very important. I mean, this X, that's not Elon Musk's X. That's not the same thing. But maybe same idea. So this X now stands for everything. That means now once you learn this project, once you know how to build this project, even you only know how to use this project, you can do anything with this project. Not only you can create an image, create a video, but also you can create a code. You can create a mobile app. You can create a website. You can make your daily work automation. All your work, you can use this one, make it workflow, run it automatically. So you learn all the skills and the technologies from this project. That's why we call X. That means you can do anything. Okay. Now there are some concepts. I think now that's why I use now ComfyUI. If you are learning computer, if you have some knowledge now with computer software design, you may now know UML. I think that's a very important concept. I'll show you. Let me show you now. If you don't know, let me show you now. Well, I think the Google image now, I always say is very not use this. Let me check. The Google image now, that's always one very good tools. you just input the UML, then search Google image. I always use Google image because now sometimes some concept, if you not understand, if you search with Google, you get text. Usually text now is you need to spend a long time to understand, but for image it's easy to understand. So this is now UML. Right? This is the older technology. Now before now we design one software. Usually we'll now draw a lot of graphic diagram now as you just as this. I don't want to explain what's that because from today we don't need this anymore. So I don't need you to learn this, but you need to have the concept now, have the knowledge. What's UML? We are called web learning. So once you need it, you can ask Google, ask it now to draw one now UML diagram. But today you just know UML not just as a graphic, not just as a workflow, the same thing. That's the older technology. When you do the software, even if you in some company, they'll first show you some design concept, the design documentation with the UML. Then you follow the UML to do the coding. That's the older technology. Today, with AI, we must have one new way to do it. We must have one new way to do it. So I'll show you how can we do today. That's all today's. We'll do today as this. You can see. Oh, almost the same thing. Now that's each block. Now you can think that's one flow. Actually, this is one flow. So that's the same thing now as the one UML. That's the same thing. But the different thing now UML, that's just one picture, one image. Now you cannot do anything. You cannot do anything. But with all today we use the workflow. Everything you can drag, you can make the connection. You know what I mean? You can delete the connection. Not just you can think all the UI that's just as one function or as a class. That's one input, that's one output. So that means now with this, almost anyone can build code, can build a project. Why we need the UML? We need the communication from technical person to non-technical person, from custom to the developer. That's why we need UML. But today, with AI, you are project manager. You talk to custom. You ask AI to write the code. So we need to have one dynamically UML. That's why we'll use this one to do the project. So all the nodes you can think just as one. Also just as one function class, but we will ask AI to write all the code. We will ask AI to write all the nodes. So now, before now, in the old school, in the old technology, in one company, people write the documentation. Our product manager talk to customer. They are almost all non-technical person. They draw the UML. After they have the diagram, they talk to customer, say, oh, this you want. Is okay? Customer say, okay, no problem, I sign off. Then the product manager will show the diagram now to the development team, to engineering. Engineering will follow this one to do it. But now we don't need engineering, we don't need to develop. You are product manager. I call product engineer. Or some people say AI engineer. I think same concept. Now you just talk to customers, or you just get your idea. You just draw the diagram, right? Because that's any people can do it. Any non-technical people can do it. Once you have the diagram, once you have the workflow, then you can ask AI to write each node. We make things very simple. Another thing now, I said why web coding now not work. Because currently a lot of people ask AI to write one big project. What mean big project? Big project, that means a lot of lines. So normally now if AI writes, I think less than 200 lines, normally no problem. If more than 200 lines, it will be very easy got a problem. Another thing, if now some new technology I don't know, even 200 lines, it still cannot work well. So that's why we split the big project to each node. Just ask AI to write each node. We still need web learning to get some knowledge AI don't know. We need to tell the AI to use that knowledge. Then AI can definitely working well. That's why I think once now we finish this project, anyone can do coding very well with web learning and web coding. Another one now, why I use now the ComfyUI, because I have done a lot of research. If you go check now before my video, you will see I do one research now with now most popular one, N8N. Another one now called Fluid AI. There are a lot of now workflow based software tools. Why I select the ComfyUI? I think the one reason now, the ComfyUI currently they just support the image and the video, do not support other things. For example, red coding. For example, now other workflow for automation, but not the image and the video. This is one reason. Another reason, ComfyUI supports GPU very well. I believe very soon everybody will have one computer, has one very powerful GPU. Anybody can install ComfyUI in your computer to generate image, generate video, to run some large language model related project. That will be very soon, because thinking now 10 years ago the smartphone, even 20 years ago now 5 years ago the smartphone, almost nothing, very now not powerful. But today the smartphone is very powerful. So I think now maybe just 2 years, maximum 3 years, everybody will have one very powerful computer, has one very powerful now GPU. So you can run the ComfyUI in your computer, use the full now your GPU now capacity. That's why I select now ComfyUI as our base project. I think that's the best project now. We build for future, we're not build for today. I understand that a lot of people now, your computer not very powerful. You don't have one good graphic card, don't have one good GPU. Even my computer now is just one very now not very powerful graphic card, but it's okay because sometimes I use cloud GPU. So this project now I make it support CPU. So if you check before now the video, you'll see how to install the project in your computer. Okay, I'll show today. I know now a lot of people maybe not see my video before. Okay. This is another project. Later I'll put the project now in the YouTube video description. In the bottom now here I added now some comments. Installation. In the installation setup now you can see the menu install. Now that's a GPU only for GitHub, but actually now they're almost for anything. Your Windows computer, your Mac, your Linux, all the computer. If you don't have one good GPU, even cloud server, you can use this one. You can use this one. You just follow the command, very simple command. Then you can install now the GPU only ComfyUI in your computer. If you got some trouble, got some issue, you just in your cloud server, you just ask some question. We'll help you. So that's now. If you have Mac, now latest Mac, I think they'll be very good. They'll support but still now, if you do more now graphic or video now generation, it still take a long time. Still take a long time. Okay, doesn't matter. But most will most will use CPU for the workflow for the automation. After now some section now will introduce how to use GPU, how to use the cloud GPU. I'll tell you now some free resource, so you can use now some cloud GPU without pay $1. You still can learn. You still can do some tests. No, there's no problem. Okay. I think I spent a lot of time to introduce this project. This new project. Later now, I'll add now the link to the YouTube video. Also, if you now already join our Discord server, I think you should see this because we have some announcement for this project. Also now, because I think we have one very good idea now. If you want to do some work, actually this is one real work. You can now work with us, work with our team now, make some contribution. I think that will be much better. If your school assign you some fake project, you can tell your teacher. So, oh, I work on this project, this one real one. Once you have this project, I think it's very good. Now you can make this project in your resume, in your LinkedIn profile. That's once our project get popular, you'll be the author. You know what I mean? I think that will be very beneficial now to everybody. Now I hope if you like, please join us. We can work this project together. Okay. Okay. Now let me show you step by step. Work as one professional, even you don't have any coding experience, any coding knowledge. Okay, because now first, because I have first now you need to learn how to create projects from GitHub. That's actually now I think maybe you'll say, oh, I know this. Yeah, I know you can do, but we are live video. That means I'll show you the process. You maybe learn something you don't know. Even you know how to now create a project. Maybe I'll show you some experience you don't know. Even for me now, I have more than 20 years in coding experience. I still now I need to learn how to use GitHub, how to use Git, because most of the time we just use a very simple command, but sometimes we need some skill. Sometimes we need skill. That's why now I think the live video that's very fun. Now they give you a lot of experience you cannot learn from other recording video. Okay, now let's start. First, you need to now go on GitHub account. I will not show you how to do the GitHub account. If you don't know, you just search Google or YouTube, and a lot of tutorials tell you how to create a GitHub account. All right. First, you need to learn how to create one repository, because now we kick off the new project today. I have created the repository. Later, I'll tell you how to fork now as a project. But before that, you need to learn how to create one project. Okay. So you just click now create a new repository. I never use this one, but nothing. So you just give one name. For example, now your test. But please do not use test. I will not submit. You know what I mean? You must create one project meaningful. Looks like you are one expert. So please do not use the test name. Do not use dev develop or something looks now you are learning. You are one student. Even you are one student just learning today. You need to show you very professional, because from internet nobody know who you are. Nobody know you are zero experience. Nobody know you are student. Once they see your project, they think you are expert. So you need to have one very professional name. Never use test. Okay. Then you give one description. I think now that's also very important. Make your project professional. The two choices now you send public or private. Public, because the GitHub, the most projects is open source. If you have some secret, if you want to have one project, don't want people know, you can, of course, you can create a private. That's your choice. So you can select public or private. Another one now initiate this project with README. I think that's it's best you add this one, especially now you are just learning, you are beginner, because without this file. If you check out your project, that's just one empty file. You may get a confusion. You know what I mean? if you are expert, you know a lot with JIT, doesn't matter. If you are just learning, you must take this one. So once you clone your project, at least you can see one file, or you find just one empty folder. Also, this is very important. You get some information to say what's your project. The last one, that's very important. Ignore. Why we need to ignore? First, because we all use cloud service, so that means you need to configure your key, configure your token. That's our secret. You don't want that file to public, to GitHub, everybody can see it. So at least you need to let the JIT know ignore some files, your key file. Also now, any project, they maybe generate some temporary file. So because we don't need the temporary file now committed to GitHub, because that's nothing, doesn't mean nothing. Also, a lot of projects now we need a third-party library. We can directly now download from other JIT repository. So we don't need to commit push the third-party library to GitHub. So that's all we need to ignore to make your project small. Now, not take us a lot of disk space, because now GitHub is free. If you push a lot of rubbish code to GitHub, I think that's waste the resource. Now, so that's one very important. You need to know this one. Another one that's also very important. Now, any project you need to select one lesson. Select one lesson. The one question I need you to know. You know what I mean? If you not select lessons, so that means your project sorry, 我觉得 1 second. Okay, not do that. If you have something now, can you send me some message in the chat? But do not call me because I'm to the level. Okay. So if you now not select lesson file, you not give any lessons. That means that your project even is public. If so, other people, if you use your project, your source code for commercial. My voice repeating. I'm not sure. I'll check later. I'll check later now, because I do a lot of YouTube live. I never find a problem. After session, I'll check the recording. I'll check. Okay. So if you not select lessons, so that means if other people to use your code for commercial, they need to get your permission. So no lessons, that means you hold all the lessons, hold all the copyright. Okay, thank you. I'll check later. Now, why you hear voice repeating? Okay. So as now, normally now we'll choose one open source lessons. The most important one, I think now, though you need to know now which one. You need to know this one. So that's short for GPL. Actually the popular GPL3. These lessons now, that's open source. But if you want to now send your software copy by disk or install your software to customer server, you need to provide the source code. That's very important. This is very important one. Another one now, I think this is also very important. That's called now AGPL. That's now This lesson is now similar as that one, but now even you host the software in your for example, you have one open source project. Some people use your project, modify the project, host their server, their cloud. They still need open source. That's now maybe now you not very understand now. What's the reason why now have these lessons? Thinking now currently in GitHub a lot of open source project in GitHub. But now, for example, for Microsoft, for Google, Amazon, a lot of bigger companies, they use the open source project. They not pay $1. A lot of open source now projects also now they spend a lot of time. They even they just make a contribution. Actually, now that's not fair. Now sometimes that's why now have this license. That means now for small company now it doesn't matter because. What it means for small companies, small business doesn't matter because small businesses usually don't have the ability to modify the software. They just find the software, then host it to make money. So they don't care even because they don't have the ability to modify the software. So that's fair enough. But for bigger company, for Google, Amazon, Facebook, they not do this. They not with your code. They made some modification, then deploy it to the server. They make a commercial. They make money. So with this lessons, so the bigger company cannot use your code, because if they use the code, that means they need to open all their source code. So I think this lessons is very good now for open source projects. Now, for example, for us. We want now big one project to benefit the whole computer, the whole community. But now if now some bigger company want to use our software, we want to now get some income. So our project will use now these lessons. Now AGPL. That means anybody can use for commercial. You can host in your server. You can host in the cloud. Later you can get income. That's no problem. You just make your source code open. If you want to make a source close, you need to pay now some license fee. So we'll check this. We'll use these lessons. I think that's very important. Now another one very important lesson that's called this one. Now I think that's the same name. Another one. This one. Now that's now. RGPL. But I think we will not discuss this one. If you're interested, now you have some interest to this one, you can Google or ask AI what's the difference. Because we are web learning, we only learn what we will use today. We not learn we will use tomorrow. But I just tell you that's very important. If you get some interview, they'll ask you this question. This is very important. So please, now if you are interested, if you prepare for interview, you need to check this one. Okay. So this is how after this, we just click, then create the repository. Okay, I show you the whole process. If you want to do some homework, if you do your project, you can create a repository now as this. But for our project, I will not ask you to create a new project. I'll show you. Okay. So, in our project, you just open the URL. Later, I'll add to the GitHub. You add it to the YouTube video. You just click fork. What's it mean fork? Because now all the code repositories they have branch. Each branch now you can just thinking just as a tree branch for one project. They have a lot of branch. You make one fork. That means just add one. You can think this is just another branch, but actually not a branch. Now it's just similar concept. Once you fork, you create another project. There will be two different projects once you fork. Because now I think that's very important. If you want to use some open source project, you need to do a fork. Now that's most easy way. So in GitHub, you just click fork, then you can fork the project to your repository. Another one, please click the watch. So any update, you can get email. Another thing, if you think the project now is very good, please give 1 star. Now, if you think my video is good, my class is good, think the project is good, please give 1 star. Now, currently I just have one. Actually myself. Please click this, give 1 star. Okay, once you now clone the project, so you just get at this. You just get this. So it's very similar because this is my 2 account. Now I just so you show the fork from this project. Fork this project. Even the project now have a new update, you just click sync. You can get the latest code. Okay, now you can work now from this project. You can work from this project. So next step, I'll show you how to set up the project. I'll show you how to set up the project. We'll still use now GitHub code space. Okay. I think now if you have now seen my video before, you have created the instance. If you not create, it doesn't matter. You can now check before now or old video or previous video. You know now how to set up. Another one that is very important. Now I'll show you. I think I already showed you now before. So once in your computer, now you first step, you need to check out this project. This is the ComfyUI. You can see this I forked from the ComfyUI official repository. Then I rename it to X-ComfyUI. So you need to first now check out this project. Just follow now the command I showed you before. That's now for GitHub. You just show the follow the step by step. Then you can create the project. Once you create the project, now you just add this. So all the custom node that will be put now in this folder. I think now before we have to do some tests, we have to do some demo. If you watch the video before, you know how to create the custom node. If you not watch, but still doesn't matter, you can check the previous video. Even you just now from today, you just join my video, join my class. Okay. So I just remove the old one. That's the old one I did for test. Okay, I make it for clean. Okay. I think it's a rubbish file. I just remove. Okay. Now we need to now check out your project to your computer or GitHub code space. So once you come back here, you just click the code. There are 3 options. Now, 3 options. I said you need to work as one professional. So if now normally if we use one open source project, we just use the HTTP now URL make a clone. But as one expert, most time we use now SSH now checkout. Some people use GitHub click commander, but I don't use it. I think our expert needs to use this one. So I tell you from day one, you still need as one expert. I'll tell you how to configure now the public key. Okay. So here now we got this section. You need to configure your public key to here. How to create the public key? Okay. We ask AI. Let's ask AI. Because now all the AI know how to do it, so you do need a very powerful project, powerful AI model. We just ask how to create SSH keys for GitHub. Okay. So one thing I wanted to say now, what's SSH key? Because we are zero knowledge. SSH, that's the most used for remote computer, control remote computer. For example, you have one cloud server in the cloud, or you access your server, your company server from home. Normally, we'll use now SSH. What's SSH? You can ask Google. Later, once our mobile app ready, also now we'll have new daily knowledge now push message from our Discord server. So we'll tell you what's SSH. You can think now GitHub cloud or GitHub server just as your cloud computer. Your code is saved in GitHub cloud server. So if you need to access the cloud, so you need SSH key. That's why you need SSH key. Because you need to access GitHub cloud server. Even now you not access now with a command, with a shell command, just read the file, you still need the command. You still need the SSH key. Okay, now let's check it here. So first now ask you now to check your existing key. Check your key. Okay, I will use this copy the command. Let me check. Okay, this I created before because today I want to show you the different things. So I'll remove this one. How to remove? I think if you don't know, just ask AI, but it's very simple. You just delete. Then if you check again, you just array button in your keyboard. Then there'll be nothing. There'll be empty. Okay. Now continue. You just now use this command to generate the key, pair. Actually, now in the bottom line, that's email. That's nothing. That's just make one note to let you know this key for what. So you can put anything. But you not just as this. So even you can put your real email address. Okay, like Frank code space dev. Okay. After that, they'll ask you now the location. This default location. Okay, what just do the default. They'll ask you now if even you need a password. Normally now if you use your personal computer, your private computer, you don't need a password. But if you are in school or if you are use a shared computer, so it's best you go one password because now the key that's very important. That's presented as yourself. So if somebody steal your key, can give you a lot of trouble. So if you are use one shared computer environment, so please give one password. But in Discord, in the GitHub closed space, that's just as one your personal computer. Nobody can access, so we don't need a password. Okay. After that, we can check again. After that, we can check again. So we got a new file. So there are two keys. The one don't have extension name. Another one now have .pub. The .pub, that's the public key. What does mean public key? The don't have one, that's private key. Private key, that means all you need to only keep yourself. You never share to other people. But a public key, you can now share to many people. For example, you maintain now 10 servers. You have servers now for computer. You have servers for, even you have home server. You have some other AWS. You have server now, GitHub. Now we use GitHub close repository. You can use the public key. You can use the same public key. So never share your private key. You can see also the private key now, the permission, they just have now yourself read and write. You don't have other permission. That's very important. Sometimes now if you copy your private key from one computer to another computer, if you don't have permission, you cannot use it. You get an error. So sometimes, I cannot access my remote server. Because you copy your key now, you not give the right permission. So you need to remember this. Now when you need it, if you how to now change the permission, you can ask AI, ask Google. That's a very simple command. We will not tell you. We are web learning. We just tell you you can change the command, change the permission. Another one is very important. Now once you share your key, you must share public key. I have. Before now, I have one employee. Now I ask now, she tell me now he has a lot of experience. So in the first day, I tell him, can you send me your SSH key? Now then he sent me his private key to me. So okay, I found the problem. Now, he said that he's one expert. Then he sent me his private key. So that means, what does it mean? That means this is very junior level, not even no knowledge, no current knowledge. So we must now, actually that's very important. You need to have this concept. Always keep the private key with yourself. Okay, now we check. We need to now copy my, we just use cat command. Now you can get the key contents. You can get the. Oh, sorry. I need to remove this one. Just demo for today. I made the mistake. That's my private key. That's my private key. So I should already show my private key in the screen now. So later I need to remove. I cannot use it again. That's very important. You never show your private key to anybody. Okay. Oh, that's my public key. Okay. So I just need to copy the public key to here. Another thing I want to tell you now, once you lost your public key, for example, you lost your public key, if you have your private key, you can create another public key. That's no problem. You can ask Google how to use the private key to create the public key. Okay, I just for demo because I cannot use this public key anymore. I mean, I'll remove the private key later. So after this, you give one name. You give a name. You can give any name you can remember. Now you know what's this key. So you just click add the key. You can see that's now very important because you add your key. That means the key now just present yourself. The GitHub will ask you to ask your password. So that's very important. You need to keep your key now very serious. Keep it now as one secret. Okay, thanks everybody. I think today we'll finish now because I don't want to show my password to here. From next week we'll continue my session. We'll continue our course. I hope I can have one best web learning course on YouTube. So that's very important to get your feedback. Now, if you have some question, have something you cannot understand, please let me know. I'll change it now. I'll change my course to make it anybody can understand. Even you don't have any even you don't have any coding knowledge. Okay, thanks everybody joining today.